The wonderful people at Blizzard have given me a alpha code for Heroes of the Storm, their latest MOBA that they're making with all their Blizzard characters in it. So I decided to show you, just go through a quick video of just showing you all the different heroes of it. But before I do, I am running a bit of a competition on my blog and on the channel. You can actually go check below. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be giving away 20 of these codes, which is pretty ill. It's pretty ill. So you just go to see the description. There's a link there. You can find it, and then you can enter. It's pretty cool and fair and standard. But let me show you a little bit about the game. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about the game as soon as we get into more Let's Plays of it. But straight off the bat, it's a MOBA. It's their own take on a MOBA. It's their own flavor. And I thought I'd go through the character roster with you guys so that you can get in touch and to see what characters are in it. A lot of them are from actually every single Blizzard game. So if you're a World of Warcraft fan, Diablo, StarCraft, Hearthstone, a lot of fan service here for you, just to see the different heroes and what they're able to do. What are they able to do? Okay, cool. So straight up, let's just go through the roster and see what it's like. So Abathur does not directly engage in combat, but rather can act through his allied heroes and minions and place toxic nests to defend important locations. Anubarak. Burrow charges towards enemies and impales targets. Regrows carapace to shield himself. Wow. Okay, he's a very interesting looking hero. I wonder what he ends up playing like. Arthos engages with his enemies directly, freezing and slowing them. Uses the power of Frostmourne to empower his attacks. Yo, bro, don't be so emo. It just looks like there's sand falling on you, but I know it's just frost. This Monarchy, yo, Asmodan. Uses spells to deny enemies safe places to hide. Summons demons to fight for him. You are one ugly, ugly creature. Yes, I can understand why demons... It looks like you have fire in your mouth. Like you got fire over here. I wonder what's happening there. This is Brightwing. I thought it was Puck for a second. A strategic support that can quickly teleport to allies and polymorphs enemies. Thanks, Valve, for taking you away. Gotta say, I still love me some Dota. Ooh. Chen, frontline fighter whose abilities combo together for extra damage and more powerful effects. Hard to play, probably a lot of micro. As you can see at the bottom of the screen over here, they have different prices for each of the heroes. This is gold that you can earn while playing, and then obviously you can buy or unlock heroes, and then obviously cash. I think a lot of people are going to spend a lot of money in this game if they really get into it. You know, Blizzard really needs to make this everything that Diablo and League of Legends is, and more, for people to come through. But we know Blizzard, we love their games. Everybody thought that they wouldn't be playing a CCG or competitive card game, but all of a sudden, here comes Hearthstone, and everybody's playing it. So, here's Diablo! You're big, you're so big, you're going over the close button. Look how crazy you are. An aggressive ability-driven hero, that charges his enemies and uses fire and lightning to burn them down. Gathers the souls of fallen enemies to use for resurrection. Oh, I see what's happening here, you ugly, ugly looking thing. Okay, etc. Look at you. What is this guitar? This is not Brutal Legend. Oh, right. Okay, I like your pants, bro. It's a bit of camo there. Heavy frontline hero that knocks around and stuns his foes while buffing his allies. Able to leap anywhere on the battlefield. That's quite crazy. False Start is free to play right now. Or at least it says it's free to play. You are epic. That Griffin is in Hearthstone. It's in the bottom right of that one particular map. You know what I'm talking about. Able to strike enemies from afar and fly to distant parts of the battlefield. I can understand flying, bro, but like you can jump. Leap. That's crazy. Guzlo. Look at you. Goblins. Specializes in zoning his abilities and securing areas with turrets and explodium charges. Can supercharge his Det Laser for increased area of effect damage. But everybody thinks that this is Gazlo. In fact, that's Gazlo here. You can even miss him. He's like nearly the same color. He looks like he's part of the legs. Come, guys. Illidan. I'm so badass. I'm basically the Jared Leto of Heroes of the Storm. Darts around the battlefield, evading enemies, evading attacks, and relentlessly pursuing enemies. Oh, a lot of micro here. Very hard. Let's see. Jaina versus Jaina. You have cards stuck in your thing. Polymorph. I wonder if she's got a polymorph. Has ability, area of effect, damage spells, slows and freezes her enemies. She's difficulty medium. Maybe the harder ones are more expensive. I don't know, maybe the harder ones are cheaper. Kurgan. An aggressive hero that gains temporary shields by attacking enemies and using her abilities, able to stun enemies and pull them towards her. Also leads the Zerg, so maybe like 1 million banelings just pop out of her. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Liu, you look like you're from a Disney movie, and you're somehow inside a MOBA. A positional support that protects her abilities by throwing out healing brew and blinding enemies. You should not be drinking brew. You're like maybe 8 if you're lucky. Malfurion. Malfurion heals allies and restores their mana, able to reveal and root groups of enemies from a distance. We know how that works out in Dota. We do, yes we do, but we still love Dota. We still love this. Muradin, you are from Lord of the Rings. I saw the 3rd movie, Battle of the 5 Armies, and you were in it. Anyway, jumps around the battlefield and stuns heroes. It rapidly regenerates health as he nears death. Okay, that's quite nice. It's convenient. Maybe quite easy to play with. Medium. Oh, Murky. Oh, yeah. Okay, you got a fish for a hand. Slimes enemies and spits out putterfish. I'm sorry, that was actually revolting. What the... Oh, pufferfish. But putterfish would be worse. Oh. Okay, who can revive from his egg? Okay. Nazibo. Effective against groups of enemies by summoning spiders, zombies, and frogs. Siphons health and mana from dying foes. Basically a witch doctor. And that's something else. I'm a little bit like sick now after this disgusting thing over here. Murky, you can get lost, my friend. Okay, Nova. Ranged Assassin. Ooh, it's going to be easy to play with. Automatically cloaks well. Out of combat, snipes enemies from afar and creates decoys of herself to fool enemies. Raynor. A resilient hero that knocks back enemies and buffs allies, able to regenerate health quickly or when in trouble. I suppose maybe easy to play with, but not easy to survive with. And also, I've never liked Raynor. I'm come from somebody who loves StarCraft. I've just never really liked him as a character. I just think he's completely unrelatable. Somebody that's outside of America. Doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, Reika transforms into a spirit wolf instead of mounting. Yes, that's quite nice. Slows enemies, heals allies, and grants them a damaging shield. You look pretty sick. Also, you have a wolf or a winky. That's very strange. Also got wolves for everything, actually. You are basically a wolf. Sergeant Hammer. You are basically a siege tank. You are just a siege tank. Can siege up at gaining, increase range and adding splash damage. Deals more damage to distant targets. Very hard to play with. It was very hard to do siege tanks. You just need some triple M. Medics, Marines, and Medivacs, and some siege tanks in the back. Cause some damage. Okay, cool. Specialist. Sonya. Cool. A direct fighter who uses fury instead of mana. Leeches life from enemies by attacking and using abilities. Pudge. I mean, stitches. That's revolting. At least that's kind of nearly intentional. This is very impractical, my friend. You got teeth here. Those teeth are gonna cut his intestines. What are they thinking? He's not gonna have, unless that is lunch, unless that is food, unless he is currently eating someone's intestines. But if they are own, my friend, wrong thing. A heavy frontline fighter that can use hook to drag enemies to him. Emits a gas cloud when he takes damage. Interesting, because that's not what Stitches or Pudge is like in Dota. More of a kind of a backline initiator, but you don't want to be squashed too early game. Maybe I suppose late game is kind of a frontline fighter. Anyway, Tassadar can grant a temporary shield to allies, detect nearby enemy heroes, and manipulate the battlefield for his team. Protoss. Thrall. Also plays a lot of Hearthstone. A melee enemy hitter with a heavy hitter with powerful lightning and earth spells, heals himself through ability costs. Basically, yeah. Looks a little bit like Warhammer. Anyway, talking about Warhammer, Tychus, who attacks enemies with a rapid firing minigun, has to wind it up before attack. I wonder if you have to tap a button to wind it up. Turiel, yeah. Strong frontline hero that can support his allies, shielding them and increasing their movement speed. Explodes when he dies, damaging nearby enemies. Tyrant marks enemy targets so they take increased damage. Summons owls to scout out enemy positions. Uthar heals allies, stuns enemies, and returns as a spirit to heal after dying. What a paladin. What a paladin. Vala. Choose this in Diablo. My favorite. A ranged assassin strikes at the enemy from afar and gains hatred, increasing her move speed and basic attack. Its attack damage can vault away if enemies get too close. Sagara. You've bait. Also, what's up with this, bro? Skip the mouth directly to the stomach. Shush. Shush. Switch this on side. Strikes enemies strikes at the enemy from afar. Gains hatred. Oh, here we go. Oh, spreads creep and summons Zerg minions to assault enemy fortifications. The Queen, pretty much. And Zeratel is a melee assassin that automatically cloaks while out of combat, can blink in and out of combat. Ooh, that is pretty sweet. I think I would really enjoy playing. Anyway, there's 2 slots here. I'm sure they're gonna add like a couple of heroes later. As you can see, some of these heroes cost money. It's, well, actually all of them, unless it's free to play. I wonder if you are completely free to play. There is nothing here. Could be a glitch. We are playing the alpha. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. What is your favorite hero so far? And if there's any fan service that you think that they should be adding, because maybe there's a couple of Blizzard heroes that they're just not including. I don't know why, they haven't included a medevac. That's numero uno. Flying guys you need a medevac. Anyway, guys, I'll be uploading a couple of Heroes of the Storm videos over the next couple of weeks. Make sure that you click on that competition in the description below. It'll be cool to see what you guys are up to, and I'm gonna give this game a bit of a spin. Let's check it out. Let's give it a trial, and hopefully some of you guys win. There are like 20 codes up for grabs. That's a lot of codes, and hopefully you are joining me on the battlefield. But until the next video, guys, I will see you. Bye.